Hey, what's up, guys? Kayak Mike here. This video is going to be the virtual captains meeting for the King Cat National Kayak Trail at Wheeler, Alabama, coming up this upcoming weekend. We'll go over the two rule changes that might affect people. But real quick, look for the online catfishing tournaments group on the Fishing Chaos app. You must be a member before you join. Videos on how to do all that is already posted. To get to the tournament, go to tournaments, click on the banner for the tournament. Once you're there, click on the tournament itself. More will be listed over time. Now that we are here, you can register, you can read the rules, etc. We're going to go over the two rule changes that might affect you, and then we'll go through the rules in the description of the tournament. First rule change, you cannot fish more than 2 days. You cannot pre-fish the body of water more than 2 days leading up to the event within the last 7 days. That essentially starts today. Today's Sunday. So you cannot be in a watercraft more than 2 calendar days within the last 7 days of the tournament start. What that doesn't mean is you can fish other bodies of water that are connected to, but you cannot fish anything in the legal boundaries. For instance, you can fish below Wheeler and above Wheeler. You can fish Gunnersville, you can fish Wilson the whole week. That's fine. They don't count against your pre-fishing days. You can only fish legal boundary waters 2 days leading up to the event within the last 7. So that essentially starts today. Today's Sunday. The tournament's on Saturday. That essentially starts today. The other rule, you cannot be partaking in guide services in any fashion within the last 30 days of the event, which means you cannot have guided somebody, be a paid guide. You cannot pay for guide services. You cannot be a deckhand on a guided trip. You cannot be an unpaid client on a guided trip. Any guided anything for catfish on legal boundaries within the last 30 days, you are no longer allowed to compete in this specific event. So those are the two main rule changes that we had: is the pre-fishing rule and the guided rule. And now let's go right into the specifics. Remember, make sure everything you do is in Central Time for this tournament, because this tournament is in Central Time. The night before, we will be meeting up here 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to hand out identifiers. It's at Engles Harbor. So if you just type in Engles Boat Ramp or Engles Harbor in Decatur, Engles Harbor, that stuff right there. If you use the specific address that I have in the description, it will take you exactly to where my big Jeep is going to be located for the event. This is the boat ramp that I'm going to be parked right over here. Come meet me over here. I'll get you all the stuff that you need, your tournament identifier, all that stuff. This is also going to be the post-event checkout. But before we talk about that, let's get through it. So you're going to meet me there between 6 and 8 p.m. Friday night, the night before the tournament, so that's the 21st. The day of the event, you can launch anytime in the morning. Don't care. Anytime between midnight and 7. Actually, anytime between midnight and lines out, you can launch. It doesn't matter what time you launch. Lines in is 7 a.m. So you can't have any kind of lines in the water on tournament waters before 7 a.m. Lines out is 3 p.m. What that means is your picture cutoff time is 3 p.m. You must be back tournament day to this same checkout location by 4 p.m. or you are completely disqualified. Remember, the night before, we meet up here at 814 Wilson Street, Angles Harbor. We're meeting up here the night before, 6 to 8 p.m. That's where I'm going to check your board, make sure you have your muskie bumper, and that's where I'm going to hand you your identifier. The next day, after the event, you must return here by 4 p.m. or you are disqualified. In the event that you want to leave early, drive to here, take a video of yourself here, send it to me. That timestamp, send that to me in Facebook Messenger. That timestamp is now the timestamp in which you can no longer submit fish. So let's say you have a good day, but you have to leave early, something happened, and you got to get off the water at 1. Well, drive over here after you get off the water, send me a video timestamp of you being here before you leave, and that can be your checkout. I don't have to physically check you out. I'll probably be getting to the checkout around 2:33. But competitors, if you want to leave early, that's fine. You do have to check out though. If I don't physically see you, you do have to send proof that you were here when you left. Let's see here. What else? The boundaries, real simple. Okay, the western boundary is really simple. It's Wheeler Dam. It can't get any more simple than that. The eastern boundary is Gunnersville Dam. Again, really simple, and you can fish anything in between. All tributaries are legal as long as it's navigable. All tributaries are legal, and you can launch anywhere in between as long as it's navigable from the main body of water. Let's see, anything else? Remember, you have to have your GPS timestamp turned on. If you are worried that your GPS timestamp isn't going to be correct, you got a new phone, or you just want to test it for the season, go to tournaments, click on test event, go ahead and register for this, submit a catch, let me know you submitted it. I'll go check your information, and everything will be good to go from there. Back to the tournament. Let's see here. Identifier and check-in rules, we already did that. All right, yeah, that's essentially it. We'll go over the payouts. This is our payout structure right here. It's $1,000 guaranteed to win, $500 to second place, $150 in mystery fish for people who are new. That's we do a drawing after the tournament during the follow week, and you have a chance of winning $150 if you haven't already cashed. You'll notice that their big fish is not weighted anymore. I personally hate big fish. Like I hate if it was up to me, I would get rid of big fish out of every tournament ever. Because I don't like paying people out based on potential luck. I like paying people out based on skill. And to be fair, if you go back and look through all the tournaments of all time, a very very high percentage of big fish is also already being paid out to someone in the money. It's very rare that somebody not in the money doesn't get big fish. So that's why I'm no longer adding 500 to big fish. We went ahead and added that 500 to second place instead of the guarantee. So that weights it a little better. So more when you place higher, you get a much better payday, a much better guaranteed payday. So this is our payout structure. It's already posted to the OCT Facebook page. And I believe that's all we got. Any questions? Hit Kayak Mike up. That's me on Facebook Messenger. Give me a call. Yeah, Kayak Mike out of here.